Hello there, watchy people. How is it going? Welcome along to Riverview, where I'm doing some ploughing. Yeah, we've taken a big ploughing job on field 12. Let's put cruise control on that one. For better or worse, I don't know whether I should have done this or not, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done. Al is over on field. Where is he? Oh, he's on his way to field 1 there, doing some hoeing work. I should say they are on their way. I've not verified gender identity, so either way. Right, I think probably what's going to be best is for me to go straight into a hyperlapse of this, because it's going to take a little while. And I'm sure you really don't want to watch it at this speed.
Out in the field where the winds run wild, Rob stands asking like a worried child, should he sell the grain for pennies today, or wait for the sun to mend his hay? He dreams of riches, but his pockets are lean. The hard day's sweat, a farmer's routine. Take a contract or a gamble on the grain. Oh, the weight of choice brings heavy pain. Plow the dows through soil and stone. Every seed's a story, every row a throne. Do you gamble on the field or build on the past? Life's a harvest and it grows so fast. A new field winks from across the creek. Rich black soil, it's the future he seeks. But barns need roofs, they beg for care. Rob wonders which dream will take him there. The sky splits open as the thunder roars. Fate's a farmer knocking on his doors. Sell today or plant a better dream. Choices flow like the river streams. Plow the doubts through soil and stone. Every seed's a story, every row a throne. Do you gamble on the field or build on the past? Life's a harvest and it grows so fast. Plow the doubts through soil and stone. Every seed's a story, every row a throne. Do you gamble on the field or build on the past? Life's a harvest and it grows so fast.
I don't know why I keep falling into the trap of these these ploughing jobs. They're so attractive. Like, they're good money for a reasonable sized field, and I think to myself, oh, I've got the subsoiler as well, so it'll go really fast. But the subsoiler is fast compared to a normal plough, but it's not fast. Like, it still takes a long time to cover a lot of ground. I think actually with this tractor, I probably ought to upgrade this subsoiler to the longer one. Is it 12 meters or 9 meters? I think this is the 6 meter one. Anyway, there's one more stage that you can buy to make it longer, and I think this tractor should be powerful enough to pull it, so I'll have to do that. But yeah, that field's taken me over 40 minutes to do. Um, it wasn't very long for you guys, but it was a long time for me. To lift it first. There we go. So yeah, I think I will do that. I probably should have done that when I thought about it, actually, in the middle of that contract. But yeah, in the time it took me to do that, the AI has done 3 hoeing fields, or it would have done 3 hoeing fields, were it not for the fact that on the last one, it drove into a hedge about 20 feet from the entrance to the field and just stopped there. So it's just sat there counting the money up while I got on doing the work, and it was doing nothing. So that's a normal occurrence now. You got to get used to that. I think it was a normal occurrence actually in FS22 as well for the driving between the fields. Pretty sure it was. But let's go check this out. I've also installed another mod which won't actually be useful just yet with this vehicle, but I've installed I think blimey, can't drive this thing. I've installed, I think it's called major service or major maintenance or something along those lines. It's major something, and what it means is for vehicles that are over between 25 and 50 hours old, basically, you can perform a service. If you look down the bottom, you can do left bumper there. The service on this vehicle would be 15,000, and what it effectively does is it resets the what's the word I'm looking for? It resets the disadvantage. There's another word I can't think of right now. Penalty. There you go. It resets the penalty of a high hours engine. So you pay. It's supposed to be 5% of the value. Though that looks to me like it's 10% of the value. It's 160,000, and it's the service price is 14.9, so 15. So unless it's looking at new value, I don't know what the new value for this would have been. But anyway, it resets the penalty, so you don't. There you go. Next service at 49.9 hours, which is awesome, and that's going to help a lot to reduce costs. I believe the service price never changes, so you might as well leave it right up to the last moment. Although you are going to have to maintain it. At the moment, we've got £147 worth, so we'll do that just because we can. That's got 2 on it, but I probably didn't need to do that. Let's customize this one, and we're going to put it up to the 9 meter. Oh, there is a 12 meter. That one's 340 horsepower. I think we'll just do the one for now. That one's 320. I can't remember what horsepower the big John Deere's got, but we can also change the working speed as well. Let's put it up to 22, so that we've got a little bit of an advantage. Just make those jobs go a little bit quicker for the sake of doing these videos. Like if I'm ever ploughing, then it's either going to be off camera when I do a jump cut, or it's going to be in a hyperlapse anyway. So you guys won't really notice the difference, but I will. So that's cool. What horsepower has this got? This has got 305. Can I put a bigger engine in it? I can. So I can also upgrade this. The most I can do is 388. That's going to cost 40 grand. And to be honest, I kind of feel like I want to do that. If I was to buy a lower one down, do I then pay less for the next upgrade? It wouldn't make sense to do that because you're literally like swapping the engine out, I guess, or putting new parts on, I suppose. But I don't know. Also, we're going to get rid of this number plate as well. No plate. No plate. Cool. Should we do the engine upgrade? We're getting a lot of money. It's 40 grand though. Maybe I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it for now and see how we go. Yes, I want to purchase it for 0. Thank you. No vehicles available in the workshop. I mean, that's a worrying statistic. But now we have a longer plough. So in future, when we're doing ploughing jobs, that is going to be so much better for us. So now we can collect in all those contracts that we've got. So completed, that's yeah, hoeing in that field, hoeing in that field, and the one we just did there, 21 grand. That, you know what, for 40 minutes work, I'm okay with that. 20 grand, that was decent. And we're just waiting on the hoe to finish in field 42. So let's go see how they're getting on with that. They're doing all right. That's not going to take long at all, is it? Have they got... Oh yeah, they've got the headlands to do as well. But we will leave them to it. And then I think we're probably going to move into May. I always say I'm going to leave them to it, and then I just take over. Because I'm impatient. This should be... this should also be called Impatience Farm, alongside the streaming farm. If you do enjoy the farming stuff and you're into live streams, I do have Impatience Farm as well, which is a live stream only farm. It's for when I've got too many episodes of farming stacked up and I still want to do more farming, but I don't want to get like too ahead of where people have seen, because I want to like listen to people's comments and take them into account. So yeah, when I'm feeling like I need to, you know what, I'm going to do the rest of this side before I do the headland, because it feels like a bulkier amount. I know that's stupid, really. It isn't. But yeah, so when I'm feeling impatient, I want to do more farming, but I can't record any more videos. I do the streaming farm quite often with Luke or William or whoever else is around. I don't think anyone else has actually helped on that farm yet, but yeah, whenever anyone's free who are in my little group of content people who I'm happy to play with, then they'll be on that series. It's a lot of fun, that one. I do enjoy it. We're a bit less rigid as well. I do like more messing about and taking shortcuts and things, because it's called Impatience Farm. I'm more happy to, like, you know, get things done. I'll take the shortcuts and do things that are slightly less orthodox, shall we say. Here we go, nearly done. Just a few % more to go. And one thing I need to remember to do when I finish this is to check the sale. I forgot to check the sale in April. So who knows what goodies we've missed. And look at that, just as I get back to the field entrance, we finish the job. That is superb. I'm looking forward to getting these crops out, because I'm going to do some field work on these. We're going to remove the bottom part of that field so we've got space to build on, and then we're going to join it up with this one. That's the plan at the moment. Assuming we don't suddenly sell up and move to a different field, which isn't completely impossible. I've got my eye on field 1, but it's going to be a bit weird doing that. I'm going to be further away from the shop and everything. I think I'm probably going to stick with where we are for now, because we've got loads more fields here that we can buy and work that are, you know, they're somewhat flat. They'll be flat enough for us to work on. Anyway, let's have a look at what's in the sale today. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm a bit worried that I've put in a mod or something. Here's all the mods that I'm using, but I'm a bit worried. Oh, hello. I've got more mods than that. There's like 113 mods, so I don't know why they're not all showing. I guess this is things you can buy in mods. The others are probably not things that are for sale. That's cool. I like this. I like that you can see all the mods separately as part of the store. Anyway, I'm a bit worried that I've put a mod in that's completely obliterated the sale, because both in Panier and now Riverview as well, there just isn't anything available. They just, over the course of a couple of days, the store's just emptied. So yeah, I'm a bit worried about that. Fingers crossed it's not actually a problem, it's just one that I think is there. I know other people have said that they do have times where the store's empty, but it feels like it's a lot, and now it's on both save games as well, so I am concerned about that. I'm a little bit concerned about that. Anyway, I think now that we've checked the sale, we'll move on into June, I guess it is, which is actually the real life month as well, so that's nice. We will be aligned with reality very slightly. Lots of rain overnight, as there always is. And then hopefully, if we're lucky, maybe there'll be something. Yeah, there we go. So things are still popping in. They're just not very frequent. Superflex 25 foot. That's 7.5 meters. What's our current one that we own? If we go vehicles, what's on our what's our header? There we go. Massey Ferguson header, 6 meters. I wonder if this would work. I wonder if it would work on that. 22 grand. That's not bad. It's a bit wider. It would make the harvest go a bit quicker. We could give it a try. And if it doesn't work, then we can sell it back. However, it is 22 grand at a time where I don't necessarily have 22. Well, I do have 22 grand, but I don't need it. Like, I'm gonna have to buy it, and it'll sit there for a while, which could be interesting. It'll be a nice mismatch. I haven't changed the speed on my header, but I guess I could do this one up to like 12, make it a bit quicker. Let's chance it, because that's quite a big upgrade. 1.5 meters. That'll get quite a bit. That'll get the fields done quite a bit quicker. But yeah, we'll leave it at the store for now. We can take that one. You know what? Actually, we're not doing anything right now. We're not doing anything yet, so let's jump in. We do, however, we actually have a field to harvest. I didn't even notice. 2 fields to harvest. Okay, scratch that then. We've got 2 fields ready to harvest. Apparently, I did not expect that to be a thing. I'm not gonna drive this over there. That was a silly thing to start doing. Let's jump in one of the other tractors. This one's a decent speed. Come on. Although saying that, I'm going to have to then manhandle the header on, because I suppose I could take let's take the John Deere. The Dear John, as William likes to call it. Blimey. I'm getting everything in the way now, aren't I? Right, let's jump in the John Deere, then we can use the front loader. Yeah, this does 42, or actually does 38. So it's not super slow. It's not fast either, but it's not the slowest thing. But given how close the store is, by the time I've done all of this messing about, I probably could have just driven the harvester there and back. But oh no, it does do 42. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty good speed. Here we are. I think I was a bit trigger happy with my pause button there, and I think I cut off the last couple of words in that sentence. They were only filler words. They weren't anything exciting, so it doesn't matter. I think I'd say I was in the middle of saying, in case you were wondering. Right, let's repair that for 45. Was it worth 14? We'll repaint it as well. So this should make it worth more than 20,000. Yep, it does. And then we will sell it. And then hopefully there won't be a problem with the other one. I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's move this over. little over there. Oh man, it's now stuck to it. Okay, well, that's annoying. You're a bit premature with your trailering. Let's try that again, shall we? Can I get those down low enough to go underneath? Right. I don't know if this is actually gonna pick it up. Oh, it is. It is. It's okay. Oh, why did you do that? Come on, put that back down. There we are. Right, now, right bumper and strap. That should be strapped on there. No, it still thinks that it's on the trailer, so it's not going to do it. Alright. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to break out the old super strength here. Okay, this is actually bugged now. This is problematic. I'm just going to have to tow it like this. I don't know what else I can do. I think fitting it to the harvester is the only way I'm going to fix that. That's problematic, to be honest. Oh dear. All right. Well, let's just hope there's not too much traffic. This is going to be a pain, I can tell. Yeah, here we go. Already a car in the way. That wasn't too bad. I think we're going to just about get away with this. Just being very lucky at the points at which we meet stuff. There isn't any trees like immediately on the edge of the road. Am I going to make the corner? I don't think I'm going to make the corner like this. There we go. I think I might. Yeah, I'll get away with that. My word. So yeah, don't park your trailer too close to the header because it will stick. It will absolutely stick despite not being on it. That's a little bit much. I think they need to dial down the sensitivity of that trailer a little there. We're gonna have to drive the harvester in the crop, but that's okay. It's never been a problem for me before, has it? Here we go. This thing needs repairing as well sometime soon. But yeah, I am loving that mod. I'm quite pleased. There we go. And it does fit. It does fit. I think I'll back it up to this corner. And then hopefully we'll be alright. Okay, let's find out if it works then. It does seem to. It does seem to. Steering assist. There we go. On. And away we go.
Rob wakes up at the crack of dawn. Fields of gold where his dreams are born.
Okay, so this thing's only doing 6k now. So it's clear that it's too... I don't think it's too big for this machine, but I think it's holding it too low down, so it's scraping on the floor, which is a problem. So I think I am going to do a little bit of resetting and yeah, go back to before we bought it. I don't mind doing that, like undoing these things, because obviously if this was real life, we could have asked the guy at the shop, will this work with this, and he would have said yes or no. And if he was wrong, then he would be obviously required to take it back. So yeah, I'll swap back and I'll check what money I had before I started and make sure that it is right.
His dreams so gnarly from dusty fields as the sun beats down. Dusty boots on the edge of town, counting coins at the end of the day, saving up for his getaway. He's growing barley to buy a Harley, rolling thunder, his dream so gnarly. From dusty fields to open roads, a farmer's heart with a rider's code. Late at night, he stares at the stars, imagining freedom, the sound of guitars, a leather jacket, the wind in his hair. The barley's his ticket to get him there. He's growing barley to buy a Harley, rolling thunder, his dream so gnarly. From dusty fields to open roads, a farmer's heart with a rider's code.
There we go. We've got. I probably got out of that a bit early, actually. I ought to. I ought to empty that out first. To lift the header up as well. This is the very, very much slowest way of doing this. Rather than should have brought the trailer to this rather than the other way around. But never mind. It occurred to me that during that first hyperlapse, when I was in the ploughing, I forgot to tell you guys, I think, apologies if I'm repeating myself, but during that I had Ford, my cat, he was letting me know that it's within 2 hours of dinner time, and so I did half that field with Ford laying on top of my left arm. Another part of it he was trying to hug my arm, and in another part again he was licking my hand. So yeah, far from a straightforward bit of field work, that one. I'm sure normal real farmers don't have that exact problem to contend with. They do have many others, however. But yeah, I think that is probably going to do it for today. Jump across to the big John Deere, and we'll take this down to the silo and put it in. And yeah, I need to remember every time we advance the month, I need to be paying attention to what the prices are, checking time-saving stop check. I need a little tick list of first things to do every time I change month. Right, there we go. Barley can go in there. And that is awesome. That's a good amount came out of that little field. So next time we're going to have some baling to do. And also the harvest of the second field as well. I might do those at the same time. I might bale while I get one of the owls to harvest the other field, and then I can jump into this when needed to empty the old harvester. I think that'll be So let's put this somewhere helpful. I probably want this on a different tractor, to be honest. This one is not ideal in terms of the one I want. Ooh. Anyway, that's all stuff for next time. So I will say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Things that help out are liking and commenting. YouTube takes notice of how many people do that, and if it's if people are engaging with the video in that way, then it tells other people about it. So that would massively help me out if you would like to do that. Otherwise, I hope to see you in live streams and other videos very soon. So yeah, I'll see you then. Bye!